Hi, we're here with Brendan Seaver. He's the Director of Field Operations for the Columbus Clingstones. And Brendan, a lot of course goes in behind the scenes into making the field look awesome for these games. We just went through a period of time where we had a lot of wet weather. I mean, it got really wet here last week. We were about 5 inches or so of rain. What kind of challenge does that pose for you guys when you're trying to maintain everything out here?
Depends if the team is here or not. I can tell you the rain that we got last week, not having to put the tarp on, that was the first rain that the infield grass had seen since probably February. Just because when it was raining, the team was here, so it was nice to finally get a nice flush. So the irrigation, there's some salts in it, which can kind of build up in the soil, so you get a nice rain like that, it flushes everything out, makes all that nutrients available to the plant.
So when the team's not here, I guess it's not as big of a priority to get out every day and get everything all ready to go.
No, we've got our checklist that we go through when the team's on the road. So we'll do rebuilds, we'll do the edges, we'll clean everything up, we'll reset everything back to our standard to get ready for the team coming back here.
Gotcha. All right, so now we got Knoxville coming into town, second game of the series tonight. We're about to get really, really dry, and it's about to get really warm too later into this forecast. So what kind of challenges does that opposite pose for you when you don't get a lot of rain, when it gets really dry?
Yeah, so we get that salt buildup from the irrigation, and I mean, things dry out, evaporation, especially if it's not super humid. So what we do is I'll put in a surfactant, and what that does when it gets into the soil is it kind of holds onto those water molecules. So it makes it, instead of it going all the way through like we want to happen when, we get rain during a series, it'll kind of hold on to that for that plant to get it through the day so I can run irrigation again at night.
Gotcha. And during the summer, when we get into that heat of the summer, how often are you mowing the field out here?
If the team is not here, twice a week. If the team is here, it gets done every single day, just so it's consistent every single day. They know they're going to get the same ball roll for the outfielders. The infielders are going to get the same hops, and it keeps things looking nice with the patterns that we do.
A little different than us at home, right? We're mowing once a week or trying to stretch it a week and a half or something like that. I like what you said. So you want everything to be really consistent for the players, right?
Yep. Even if things aren't the best as far as like where I'm at with my staff or the field, even if it's not where we quite want it, as long as it's consistent every single day, then the guys know exactly what they're going to get each time.
Fantastic. Anything else you want to tell us about what it takes to maintain the field? You were telling me, I mean, there are so many things that go into it looking good. You even vacuum up the infield grass. You get the dirt and stuff out of that. I don't think a lot of people know just those little things that go into making the field look great.
Yeah, so I mean, that's part of it. Keeping it the exact same every single day. So we've got a powered vacuum that will go around the infield and the sidelines and around the back arc, suck up all the conditioner, everything that gets into it just from guys walking across the infield, tracks their cleats, just to reset it every single day. And it helps our drainage. If it doesn't have all that dirt in there, that dirt kind of clogs everything up. So it keeps the water flowing through it the way it needs to be.
And for folks that maybe haven't been out to see a game yet, you guys, after batting practice, you're out here making sure things are ready to go just because people were already on the field, now they're off the field. And even in between innings, you guys do stuff out here, right?
Yeah. So BP gets done an hour before the game, and then we'll come out here, we'll drag everything, we'll line it. What we call back brooming, so we'll take the back side of a push broom and just kind of go over some of the dirt areas just to make them smooth, flat, look good, paint everything the way it needs to be painted, and then I'll water the infield for usually what's probably the 5th or 6th time during the day before a game. I'll water that. If it's a dry day like today, that the infield will get watered maybe 8 times.
Really?
In a 24-hour
That's to
period.
keep the dust from kicking up and everything?
No, so the sand silt clay mix that's in there, if it dries out, it'll crack.
Ah.
And when it cracks, it gets air into it, and then it gets kind of soft and spongy when it does get water on it. So I've got a 1-ton roller that I'll put on it before a series starts, and then keep water in it. So what we're looking for is a cleat in, cleat out. So sometimes I'll take like a key and test to see, if it's sticking to the key, it might be a little wet. If I can't get the key in at all, it's a little dry. And I try to get probably 4 inches of moisture depth in the infield, just so throughout the night, moon comes out, it sucks moisture out of the ground, it stays wet, it doesn't dry out, in the middle of the game.
Keep it sealed up from that air getting inside. I love it. Anything else you want to tell us?
No,
Awesome.
I mean, I appreciate we've got a little fan section over there that cheers us on. I appreciate, the entire city of Columbus, kind of embracing us. I know as a staff, most of us came from out of town, so it's nice to have that hospitality.
Man, Brendan, thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Awesome.